Awesome. Let's kick it off with Steve.
Hi, Quinn. Congratulations on the win tonight.
Thank you.
And I've had the chance to watch you play a number of times with the Independents, and I was just wanted to ask, like, what your time with them how that's helped prepare you for this, and the feelings you have being given so much responsibility in the center of midfield with this team.
You know, I think Independence has really honestly prepped me just 90 minutes day in and day out, or week in, week out, sorry. At the professional level, albeit it's a lower level, but you know, the challenges are still there. There's people that are straight out of college or, you know, grown adults. So it gives me, you know, a good physical aspect as well as playing. So, and then to the second part of the question, in the midfield, you know, Latancio has really obviously trusted me and done well with me in training. He's really worked with me. So credit to him and the coaching staff for really working with me and smoothing that transition. So.
And I mean, the first time, I mean, you've been an influential player, you know, on the Independent side, and I saw the same kind of, you know, confidence and ability and aggression, you know, in taking control of the ball there when you first stepped on the field for Charlotte FC. Did it feel any different? What was the difference between like the pace of the games and the quality of the levels when you switched over?
Yeah, the pace is definitely a little quicker and the physicality is higher, but I kind of just take the same approach to every game, you know, prep myself mentally, and through that week of training, really taking as much tactics as possible to really smooth that transition. So knowing what I'm going to do with it and kind of working through those patterns of play really helped me just understand. So when I step into it, nothing feels really unfamiliar.
And stuff. And you and George were teammates at Clemson. Did having him on this roster when you were brought aboard, did that help you know, make it a little more seamless?
Yeah, George is a great guy. I think you guys have chatted with him too, and you can tell the character that he has. And he's been there with me every step of the way. You know, he's always welcomed me open arms and really, you know, kind of not shown me, but he's really helped me along the way. And with every little detail, the things I might not know of just coming into training with FC from Independence, he's really kind of helped me through that process and made it seamless transition. So I give a lot of credit to him.
Thanks. And what do you feel was the story of tonight's game?
You know, there was a lot of resilience from the boys tonight. It's very hot out here, and for us to get our first road win out here, it took a lot and a strong mentality to get that done. So a credit to everyone that came on and the guys that started the game and finished it. So huge 3 points for us, and look to go again.
Thanks. And I guess the last thing is, now that you've gotten up to this level, you've been blooded on the field, you know, with, you know, the MLS side. Are you going to be doing everything in your power to stay at this level?
Yeah, that's the dream. That's the goal, is to stay here as long as possible, play as many games as possible, and, you know, stay. Obviously, you kind of said it best. I think I can do everything in my power to, you know, make that happen, and, you know, we'll see how everything goes.
Great. Thank you. And congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, let's go with Nick.
Thanks. Hey, Quinn, congratulations.
Thank you.
So going into halftime, you're up 1-0. Did you kind of have a plan in mind? Like, okay, we got this, you know, we're up 1-0. What do we do differently to make more chances and have more opportunities? How do you personally, like, did you change your game and what you did in the second half? Did you continue with certain things?
Yeah, you always make little altercations at halftime, tactically, speak with the team, the coaches, and kind of adjust. So you can see that our press was a little more organized, and, you know, we're finding the ball in higher pockets of space, but we really stuck to how we wanted to play our identity, and at the end it proved itself to be 3 points worthy.
All right. Also, it appeared that Houston was almost daring you and the midfielders to dribble into those spaces, and you definitely took advantage of that at times. Was that expected that you would have that area to move and dribble through?
I think just by us keeping the ball for a while, it allowed us to shift them and create those kind of pockets. So it's not something that was unforeseen, but I think it was just kind of in the moment. We took advantage of it and knew that those are areas we could exploit to move forward with the ball.
All right. So last question. So what part of your game do you feel like makes you an asset out there that we need to have you out there all the time?
I think first and foremost, I just have a great mentality, kind of looking at everything and taking each game and each opportunity as it comes. So I was kind of dodging the question, I guess, but it's really just something I pride myself on, is being very professional, and whatever comes my way, good, bad, take it on the chin and do my best with it, and never really complain. And I think that kind of shows just the character to me, and the people that believe in me. So.
All right, thank you.
All right, and we'll end it with Sam.
Thank you. Congrats, Quinn.
Thank you again.
Yeah. So when we talked last week, you told me that in Montreal, Brant and Anton gave you a lot of support. Was that the same tonight, or did you feel like a little more experience with your first game already under the belt?
No, the support ranging from everyone behind me and around me. So I can never do it by myself, really. Like I said, it's a collective effort tonight to get that done. The guys came in, did brilliant. Andre came in, scored the winner. So it's really a credit to the whole team, and those guys supported me along the way for my first start.
Awesome. And last week you talked about how in addition to the support, you played the system that you've been training with for Charlotte. How have you been able to balance doing that training with Charlotte and still training with the independents? And do you see yourself being called to do more training with Charlotte in the future?
So these past 2 weeks I've been full-time with FC. That's just kind of how the schedule worked out for the games and what the coaches decided. So if I'm here 100% where I'm giving my effort, and if I go down to independence, it's the same thing. So obviously I'd like to stay here and do my best and provide for this club and bring more points for us, for the fans, for everyone supporting us. But wherever I am, I'm giving 100%. So.
And finally, when I talked to George about your performance in Montreal, he said you really left a stamp on that game. Same thing tonight. It seemed like you really came out as a starter and made a difference. How do you, I guess where I'm going with that is for you, who else really made their stamp on this game?
I think Brant played a great game tonight. He was all over the field. I thought Sergio did well. I think Carujo played a great game defensively. He was solid. So there's a lot of great performances out there tonight. But I think if I had to pick one to beat Brant, I think he played a great game tonight and topped it off with an assist.
Thank you so much. And again, congrats.
Thank you.
We actually have one more. We'll go to Carol.
Hey, Quinn, it's Carol Walton from Charlotte Ledger. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I just want to ask about, the last game against Austin, there was a lot of frustration and with the lack of opportunities, and you guys had, I think, 2 days, and then you came out tonight with a lot more opportunities. What do you think you did better, as a team, or what changed between then and now?
I think maybe the mentality, and I think we did create a good chance with Austin. We just, the final pass wasn't executed there. So it was a little sharper tonight. As you can see, with 2 goals to result for it. But I think it's just learning more and more under the system, how we want to play. And I think as we develop further in that, we'll refine our skills.
Do you think, when did you find out you were going to start, by the way?
The day before we came here, we kind of walked through training, and I was in that 11, but I wasn't really too sure. But today was really when I knew and solidified that I was going to be in the 11 today.
You see your name on a list, or, what do they do to let you know for sure?
We just have a meeting about it.
Meeting. Okay. Do you get the feeling with Latanzio that he's going to give everybody a shot? You know what I mean? Like, you can't sit on what you've done. And, has he created that kind of atmosphere? I mean, I think there were some surprises in the lineup today.
No, I think it's how you prove it in practice and your honest effort and work and commitment to the club. So that's above my pay grade to kind of select and say who does well and who doesn't. So that's kind of the way it goes. I just give 100%, like I said earlier. And if I'm fortunate enough to get picked, that's great. But I know there's a lot of guys working to get in the squad as well. So if we can create a competitive environment, I think we'll do really well.
And one last one, I know Anton Walks to talk about feeling a sense of urgency. It's kind of a make or break point in the season. I know you're just kind of new to the fray a little bit, but do you get that feeling? Was that something you guys used and wanted to motivate with tonight, or you try and kind of push that aside and just do your work?
Yeah, it's always in the back of your mind that those points are necessary. Obviously, every game you go into, you want to bring 3 points home. But knowing that the playoff picture is in the background of your mind, you know it's there, but you really focus where you are now and to get those 3 points currently. So no, you never look ahead to the next game beyond it. So it's really just about doing the best where we are now and hopefully bring 3 points every game.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Quinn. Have a safe trip back home.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everybody, for joining. We'll have the game
Thanks.
notes on this recording out soon, and we will send